And obviously, like you said, the last couple weeks of the postgame show has been pretty sad, but we'll get through it together, I guess.
Yes. So the three previous losses kind of followed a similar trend, facing a pretty capable, good team, getting up early, looking really good in the first half, and then blowing a lead, but it's still being a very close game to the end. This one, though, I'd say I watched the first half and I thought Texas was playing better than Iowa State. I don't want to say that they were dominating the game or anything close to that, but for the first quarter, looked like the better team. They were up 7-3. The field goal was a gift, and then the floodgates open, and has been the case the entire season. They got completely outplayed in the second half, but even more so than the other losses.
Yeah, they got dominated. It's basically like Arkansas. That was the Arkansas game all over again. The only difference was we had the Casey Thompson playing for most of the first half, and then obviously Hudson Card came in and basically a repeat of Arkansas. We led in halftime at this game. We didn't lead versus Arkansas, but then we got absolutely blitzed in the second half. Brees Hall, I believe, had 17 yards in the first half. He had like 130 in the second half. So it's the same thing over and over again. I mean, unless, like I said in the post-game show, unless this Texas team has a 4-touchdown lead versus basically anyone, if they don't have a 4-touchdown lead versus Kansas this week, I'm going to be worried that they're going to do something to shoot themselves in the second half and blow the game. And that's what I'm scared of. That's what every Texas fan is scared of. And we have no reason to believe in this team in the second half. They've shown that 4 straight weeks. For whatever reason, they're like a B+, A- football team in the first half of games, and they're like a D- F football team in the second half.
Yeah, and we got to remember Kansas led Oklahoma near the end of the third quarter 17-7. So it seems kind of out of the realm of possibility that they lose to Kansas, that could ever happen. But who knows? So Steve Sarkisian has to get asked about this every week. Okay, why do you play so well in the first half? Why does it come unraveled? This is just, it happens to almost every team at some point for like one game a season, not week after week after week after week. So can he come up with any kind of explanation for this?
No, he can't. He's dumbfounded. Like, he basically said, we got to look ourselves in the mirror, figure out what's happening, because in the second half of games, we don't know what's going on. Because he makes the point, like, this isn't a whole game situation. We're playing really well in the first half, and then something happens in the second half where we don't play well. Like, if you just took this team's first half performances, they're probably an 8-2 football team, maybe 9-1. And then their second half performances, they're probably like a 2-7 football team or 3-6 football team. So that averages out to what they are. They're 4-5. And he doesn't know what's going on. The media doesn't know what's going on. I don't think the players know what's going on, because Keandre Coburn was actually asked after the game something like that. He said, listen, we're just going through it in the locker room. No one's really talking. It's just the emotions are running high. So we haven't really discussed that right after the game. And I'm interested to see if they'll discuss in general at all between the players. And something's going on. I don't know if it's the scheme seems to stay the same. So I would either think it's a mental block. They get tired in the second half, or I don't know. Who knows? If we knew, and if he knew, we'd be winning in these games in the second half.